Hmm. Ooh. Just waiting for you know what? Let's get the fan stop aiming at me. Got some scene up in here. Wait, no. It's the wrong thing. That's the one. I have so many Blender documents this week. Jesus. Here we go. Nice. So we've got a couple more cupboards. We've got a couple more cupboards to finish. And I got a small surprise for you guys. So I wasn't able to do much work. Well, technically I wasn't able to do any work on the house, but I was able to do something. I'll show you in a minute. Oh, I should really link that I'm streaming as well. Okay, so I'm just writing stuff in the chat. It talks about there we go. Okay, okay, sorry. Okay, I'll get to that now. Very interesting conversation in chat. Okay, so how many cupboards are in here? I've got... Yeah, here. There you go. Oh, yeah, I'll show you guys what I did. Let me go. Homer. There's this huge conversation going on in my chat. It's distracting me. So, well, did I not save it? Oh, no, I did. Somebody. Oh, let's fix his eyes. Got them. I was trying to do some blinking effects. There you go. I was like messing around because somebody asked me to help with some stuff, and it happened to be doing a higher poly. So I didn't make this. This is, well, I edited it. This is the hit and run Homer Simpson that someone sent me, and he asked me to up-res him, make him higher poly, and yeah, and I was like, oh, this is cool, and I thought it'd be really neat if I take some of these models when I've got them done and make them little, like, whether they're like bobbleheads or what, make them like little figures. I thought it would be really, really cool. Give me a part here. They're all rigged as well, so if I had to actually attach an animation, I get them to do stuff. But I thought that'd be really nice. So yeah. Okay. No more distraction, no more distraction. Sorry. I'm intrigued about the topic, so I'm constantly being distracted by it. But these cupboards look way wider, no? But they look about the same distance out, yet somehow we're fitting 3 doors in here and only 2 doors in here. So I may do the 3 doors here as well. It's technically inaccurate to the show, but I think that would... Well, I don't know if those are... It says Fox in the bottom left, so I assume those are official drawings of it. But sacrifices must be made. This is really distracting on my chat though, because when I'm focusing too much, it's gonna sound really weird. When I'm focusing too much on myself, Because I've got a blocked throat with phlegm at the moment. It's that's what I want. And then I want to use that. Nope. That one. And then I want to use that. So reading a chat that's distracting me is really helping me like not think about it. Because when I start thinking about the phlegm in the back of my throat and stuff, it causes me to get the sensation that I can't breathe properly. I can breathe properly. It's just I don't really know how to explain it. You know, like the sensation where you feel like you're gonna gag even though there's nothing. It's not quite like that, but you know, like that's an example. Like the sensation you feel like you're gonna gag, but there's nothing actually wrong for some reason. You've just got the sensation, kind of like that. I don't think there's actually anything wrong, but I just have a sensation that there is something wrong. Sounds complicated, and I guess in a way it is. Making cupboards, very exciting, very exciting. Oh, I should really keep that on. I really like the Corsair Virtuoso headset, but man, it feels like the battery life, like Corsair Virtuoso battery life. 20 hours, up to 20 hours. Up to 15 on a single charge, it says here. 15 sounds more accurate. I am on the PC a lot in the day, and sometimes I do forget to charge it up at night. It just feels short, you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't match that anymore now, right? Yeah, so I need to bring this over to match this, because that was the whole point to the way I made this. I wanted it to align with this, because if you look at the drawing, it looks like it does that. Oh, wait, does it? I know I'm just sort of click dragging, but can I draw on this? Yeah, okay. Now, I know it's just in the drawing, and in The Simpsons, but I feel like in real life you'd also want it to align for aesthetic reasons. So I feel like that makes sense to have that actually align, which means I've got to pull this back, which means we'll hide these for now. I got to keep the size of it the same while still moving it. If I can click the area I want. Come on. There you go. Now, which section is this going to connect to? This one? No. This one? No. This one? That one. Okay, cool. Now that should be aligned, but it's not. Alright, how about instead I just click this and we realign it afterwards. So get that to there. Cool. Get the doors back in. And then I need to extend this out or bring this over to align with there. Cool. And then I basically need to move them all over to align with each other. So, starting off, I need to grab that, and then I need to move this. Can I attach it? No, I'll just do that. Move that over to there. Move this over. Now, I may have to extend this to actually get enough room for all of this. And I've got a smidge of room left. And I think I may need that. Yes, because I need the curtains there. So, I may... because this should perfectly align with this now. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Obviously, it's coming a little bit more. That aligns with that pretty well now. But we get left with lack of room over here, because when that moves to there... I mean, technically, I still... Oh, no, yeah, because this needs to come over to here now. And then we're going to have to pinch. See, this is always the problem of trying to follow a drawing. Is you'll always come across problems. How wide is the window? I could make the window a little bit smaller. I'll have to re-import it all, but I could. Because I'd like to keep this like that. But it gives us... It does just tuck in, but it looks wrong. So if we... this, and we get a slightly smaller window. That's still fine, I think. We need the fridge. We need the sink still in there. That's fine. This technically should come over a tad more, but I think it's fine there. I'm not too desperate to get that fixed. So that's looking good to me. Now, for the other cupboard, we actually have 3, which is funny because I mean, we're fitting 2 in there. I'm just going to fit 4 over there. Makes the most sense to me. Again, we are following a drawing, so accuracies aren't... it's not usually completely accurate. That's what I wanted to say. Oh, we need cupboard here as well. So only 1 here, apparently. One cupboard there. It does look like a fat cupboard. Like, you can tell that this is fatter than this. That's like chunkier. So, but is it chunky enough? If I grab this and pull it over here, I'd have to pull this out quite far to make it feel like it's filling up that room. So probably to like, here's I feel the most comfortable, which means I could take away some of this size, giving us more room for this. Pulling this back over, making our window a bit wider again, like that. And even then, I've still left myself a lot of room over here, so I could bring it in even more, like that. See what I mean? Or suggest a song. What we got? Good evening, Megapixel. I'm reading my Discord chat. You should see it. I keep adding stuff, but talks about billionaires and stuff. There's one that always... So, they talk about billionaires, but there's one thing that always makes me laugh when talking about billionaires, and it's the... When Elon Musk comes up, I hear an argument very often. You know, we could always put 3 cupboards in. That's not the argument. I hear an argument very often about, but Elon has paid the most tax over everyone. Yeah, that's how tax works. If you're the richest man alive, you have likely paid the most tax. I find that one very odd. Not saying any hate towards Elon stuff. It's just, you know, mathematically speaking, if you have the most money, you're going to be paying the most tax, right? Like, I feel like questioning that is very odd. But maybe that's just me. I feel like that's a very odd thing to question. Well, what do you think, Megapixel? I don't want to get into talks about billionaires, but I just think that one's interesting. Let's say. It makes me laugh, so I like hearing what people have to say about things that make me laugh. 0.1. There you go. So we're going to make this a little bit wider and actually do what it does in the picture. Now that I'm looking at it. And to achieve that, we're just going to make them a little bit wider. Because we've got a wide door over here anyway. So I guess that's fine. We pull that there and it seems, if you look at the picture, it seems there's a huge gap as well. Which makes it more believable to why there's... well, to be fair, there's only 2 doors here. They just must be super wide. Which maybe I should have done. I just felt like it made more sense to do that. Because look how wide those doors would have to be. Like, they'd be chunky boys. You know what I'm saying? I could make it come through less. I don't know. I feel like that makes the most sense. Let's pull this over. We want to keep... Come on. We'll align them where we can. Yeah, that's good. Oh, yeah. That's good. Boom, boom, boom. I'm sorry that this is the boring part of it. Making the cupboards, like, I can imagine it's exciting. But we'll get onto, like, the microwave and stuff in a minute, which will be a bit more exciting. Again, not as exciting as making a spaceship or something, or my flying boat scene. But, you know, more exciting. Line that with that. There you go. Oh no. You know what? I actually have some money now, Megapixel. If you can find... If you can find affordable ones that I can attach to my headset or something, or I wouldn't buy a whole headset because I like my headset, except it's a battery life. But if you can find me one, do it. Do it. I dare you. Make my day. El Chonko. Is that a brand, or are you just saying something to me? You calling me Chonk? I actually just Amazoned El Chonko to make sure. Because I know things have interesting names these days. Oh, defined affordable. I think it's definitely affordable. Whoops. Within £15 price range. I feel like spending more than that is a little bit silly on something. Well, I mean, I'd wear it every stream, admittedly. So, you know what? Let's say 20 quid. Let's say £20. Because it'd be something I'd wear every stream, so that'd be hilarious. Let's go, yeah, and stuff like that. I think this cupboard will get into here, right? Oh, okay. Send me on Discord. I can't buy them on stream because I can't show my Amazon, but I'll do it. I should have said I'll do it for a donation. I missed a huge opportunity there. I feel like I'd be dangerous. Oh, excuse me. Hold on a minute. Is all of them like that? Are they up? I feel like I'd be dangerous as like a streamer. Because I'd buy so many things just for like a laugh. Who's that at me? Oh god, Case. Oh wait, general links. Oh, you done it in here. Do they just clip on then? What colour should I get? Is pink good? Will they clip onto these? It's compatible with Kraken, and that's it by the looks of it. I don't know if they'd work with these. They look like they would. They just look like they're clips, right? But I'm a little bit worried that I'm going to get them. They're going to be too big and just fall off. Corsair Virtuoso. Wait. Oh, it sent me to the same link. As have people asked any questions? How many of them have been bought? Oh my god, only 48. Do research on it. I have no idea. What? relaxed music. So the cupboards are done. We need to move this over, preferably, to make it a bit more average in the middle. However, the problem with that is where the washing machine is. This stays in the middle. It's very annoying. Because I'd preferably want this to be in the middle here. But if we look here, well, actually, if we look here, the window will probably come to about here, which means it comes to here, which means it comes to here, which means it would overlay a part of the dishwasher. So that's probably fine. Maybe not as much as I got it. Maybe like here. Thank you so much for the subscription. Very chill. Oh, you know, with this music, I like to think that your name is appropriate right now. We're talking about cat ears. I'm buying them for me for stream. Well, not for me. I'll buy them myself. But finding me a pair that work with my headphones. I don't know why I'm being so animated all of a sudden. Let's move this over. I think we'll just make the store a little bit bigger. That's fine. We're taking up probably like a third of it, while in the image is about a fifth, but that's fine. We get the sink here, we Gucci. So one thing we have to do with that is we actually will have to cut into that and make the sink, but we'll do a cut into it. Hey guys, hey! Bosachescu? I probably absolutely butchered that name, and I'm sorry. Bosachescu. Bosachescu? Is it Bo or is it Bosachescu? Bosachescu. Sorry, I'm terrible at this. You can't pronounce it. Oh, yeah, I know. I'm terrible at pronouncing names. I put in the effort, though, even though I suck at it. Or are you saying, like, no one can pronounce it? Because that'd be cool. Yeah, you can't pronounce it. No one can. Sound it out. Oh, hey. Verified Scoot says again. Sound it out for us, pretty please. Yeah, sound it out for us. If you can. If you can write it, sound it out. I like learning how to say names. Because I suck at it, it helps me maybe get a little bit better. I feel like I want to thank you again for another... Hey, you subscribed. Man's name I'm terrible at saying. Thank you so much. I feel like I don't deserve that after completely butchering your name. But thank you. So I kind of want to pull this over. So we're being very... Not pedantic, what's what I'm looking for? Very, picky? Being very picky with how we place things right now in the scene. Which is fine. That's a good thing. It means I'm somewhat more motivated to get the work done. But it just means I'm taking a little bit longer because I want things to be a little bit more accurate. Accurate. Let's move this to here. Oh yeah, and that's a pretty fine gap in the middle. The sink actually goes over too, which is weird, because when you have a sink, it usually only goes over one cupboard, because the sink will go underneath and it takes up the space of one cupboard. Whereas you're losing, in their picture, you're losing a part of another cupboard, because this sink, it looks like two separate ones. You'll have a second one coming down here, so they're actually losing out on 3 cupboards. But you tend to store stuff underneath it anyway. Hello, Gelberstal. The stream was autoplay after the video Dark Age horizontally spinning rat. What? Autoplay after what? Let's have a look. Is that because you watch my channel, or have you never been here before? You've just randomly been sucked in. What is this? Is it this one at the top? Never been here. Wow, okay. don't know, mate. The passionate you are about details, the more... Yeah, you're true, very true. But there you go. Galba, I'm going to shorten it to, if you don't mind. What is... What am I watching? Anyways, I'll show you what I work on, because you have no idea why you're here. You have no idea what I do. I mean, you can probably guess at least a little bit. Now, this is content. I already closed it now. You probably guess what I do to an extent by just looking at this. I'm a 3D modeler, and I make environments. We are making... I hope you can tell. I feel like I've done a bad job if you can't. We're making The Simpsons. In a more realistic manner. If we go into here. Now this is laggy on stream, unfortunately. So hopefully it won't be too bad for you. We've go to here. We've made some parts already. I was actually hired by NVIDIA to make this originally, and then I've converted it into my own personal project in UE5 to actually make a entire house, because we ain't got as much detail in here. Here's definitely the more focal point at the moment. It's so laggy. 1 second. Turn down the quality. Again, it's only laggy for you guys. It's fine for me. We've got like minor detailing. I've reduced quality so it won't be as sharp now, but like vinyls. We've got like water in the cans and stuff. And I actually, my friend who has ripped some models from Hit and Run, I basically made a high res version of Bart and Homer Simpson from the actual game. So they're way usually lower poly than this. I did some customization and made them higher poly and smooth and increased some of the texture resolutions and stuff. And we got Homer too. Bart chilling. Well, I sent a picture to my mate, like, hold on a minute. Like Homer on the couch like this. And I was like, look, Homer's just chilling. There we go. I think I put it in my Discord chat as well. And yeah, that's what I do, Galber, and to anyone else new here. My last scenes are very, very different. I just want to... If you stay, I want you to be aware of what you're getting yourself into. We made tons of different scenes. The most recent one's my Simpson one. Was this one, which is a while ago now, but this one, which is a small animated scene. It's got music and stuff, but I've already got music in the background. You got like animations, I mean, cool stuff, but not really that. Right? True. I mean, I can play it if you want, just on repeat. Let's go back. Was that on the right thing? That first video. I've actually never seen this before. Let's mute. Let's watch it and let's mute. It wasn't really that good of a video. Oh, that makes it sound worse. You were sent here from a video you consider bad. Oh my god. Colorized? Oh my god. Have a great streaming life. Have a go, man. I can see the connection between the stream. Thanks. I guess they're both 3D. Someone replied to my comment. I uploaded my little man. He's not finished. As you can tell by no tail at the back, and you can see through him. But oh, nice. That's very nice of them. Anyways, back to the meat of the stream. Which is this. Okay, so I should probably do the sync first, because I should go from the biggest stuff to the smaller stuff as we go. I know I did some assets over there, but yeah, like the sink is probably the biggest asset over here that is actually does a huge impact on the scene because it's going to actually edit the geometry here. So the easiest way to probably do this is get it back to it like this. So actually, no. So if I do this, cool. It is just a solid thing. So if I pull you off, I need to get a hole in there as well. Now, do I need to do an interior to that? No. I could just fake it till I make it by scaling this down a tiny bit, doing this, pulling it, probably not forward. Oh, no, because I need to do the actual sink, don't I? Okay. So I need to at least get a hole in it, at the very least. So if we do this. Oh, I should have done the bottom at the same time. The reason I want to do the bottom at the same time is because we want to do this. It should be scaling on the individual points. Perfect. And then pull that out to probably there. Delete that. Go fill Philip J. Fry. This, and we got a hole there. Now we need to pop a hole into this part. Now, like I said, it goes over 2 parts, which makes it more awkward. Now I could just boolean this to begin with, which might be the best way to do it, honestly. Right, of course it goes over. Yeah, that's fine. So we just pull this in to probably there. Cool. Now we'll set these two, and we go into wireframe. We extrude this in, pull it to there, go into this, go to this, pull that down. I should really actually lock where it is. There you go. Pull this over. Cool. Do this, and I should get a hole. Sweet. Now the problem is how they're connected there. I would probably have to do something like this, get an interior there. Let's separate this out so you can see what I'm doing. And then basically connect all these little bits up here. Oh, I've definitely done something wrong. Hold on a minute. No, that's right. That to there. That's there. Now the sink would dip into here too. So we're going to actually have to cut down here. So there's a lot of messing around. When I should have just probably not made an interior to begin with. That's probably the best way to do it. Just not make an interior to begin with. Because all we need is a hole. Right? So, let's do exactly that. Detail, very good. Well, no, I'm actually getting rid of detailing now. Because it'll be easier. So yeah, if we just delete the interior entirely. I mean, I did want to put secrets into areas. So maybe I'll rebuild this at a later date. But for now, all we got to do is delete all this. Like that. The doors should still sit in front and hide the fact. There's a gap. Okay. I like the gap. So what we'll do is instead just fill this in so it comes to a flat face. So we've got this and these sit on front. This gives the illusion there's an interior when there's not one. And now I've got all this room to mess with over here. Makes my life a million times easier because now I want to put in my sink. Right? Now, as I always say, if you want to get something fit in a certain area, you obviously could be like, oh, I want a cube or whatever. I want to put this in. Oh, and then you want to get it to the right scale. Oh, let's turn off snapping quickly. You want to get it to the right scale. Oh, yeah. And you'll get it all in, whatever. Quickest way, in my opinion, if you've already got the model up, grab a part of the shape like this, get that part out, fill it in, invert that, separate it out by selected, and boom, we've got a perfectly fit thing on there. Now, the SIG always sits slightly over, obviously, the gap that you saw in. For those of you who've never installed a SIG before, it's literally usually just a big hole. You sit the thing on top of it, and you get it all sat into place. Then you mastic. Mastic? I feel like that's in the correct word. I feel like that's what my parents all tell me it's called. You just mastic all around the edges. I have actually... What the heck is going on here? I've actually helped install quite a few things, weirdly enough. What is going on here? Hold on a minute. Hold on. I mean, that looks fine. Geometry-wise, does it not? I'm going to delete it and refill it back in and see what happens. When it moves slightly, it's fine. It's broken. Yeah, it is a broken normal, but you'd think deleting it and refilling it in would fix, but I can't invert the normal. It looks... Is it because of the... Oh, it's because of the bevel, surely. Right, I've broken the bevel. Yeah. This bevel is doing anything now. Is it because of what we did here? Doesn't look like anything that would cause that issue here. This all looks fine. Is there an interior face? That happens often. Not by the looks of it. No? Very interesting. Oh, we don't even have a back to it because obviously we don't need it. Edge. So don't need it. It's pushed up against the wall so you won't see it. And that looks fine, but now our bevel isn't applying anymore. Sink law. Exactly. I know I was a bit late to that comment, but I know my sink law, trust me. Thinking. What, it's because you have floating vertices in the sinkhole. I have floating vertices, do I? It doesn't look like I have floating vertices. Have I got any, like, combined vertices? Apparently 2 needed to combine there. That's usually a good sign, but I'm seeing no bevel still. No. Let's separate this area out as a separate. Okay, so you're fine. Well, it doesn't bevel very much, though. Oh, it does, actually. So you're fine. You're still beveling. So it's something to do with down here. Separate you out. Yeah. You're working. Let's get back to my weighted normals. Yeah, you're fine now. It's something to do with this bottom bit here. But what? You made it based off the whole outer perimeter, but the model has the hole. Well, it wasn't that top part though. It's this part causing it. I'm very confused. I mean, first of all, this should definitely be more central. Wait, hold on a minute. Oh, no, yeah. I was going to say there's got to be a vert here for it to not see that as an edge loop, but no, that's how it should work. What about... Oh, here! Engon. Oh, no, there was an Engon there before, and it's just deleted, though. Oh, no, it looks like that's the problem. Connect you to you. Oh, there you go, now it's beveled. It was that. Okay. I was talking about the broken normals, but it seems fixed now. Well, yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Because I separated it out from the bottom part, and then the normal fixed, even though I didn't change anything. Typical Blender users. Hey, I've had much more issues in Maya. Don't you start. My company's actually just stopped using Maya and have swapped over to permanently using Blender. In fact, my boss wants me to teach him, which is going to be very funny because he's... How do I put this politely? Experienced. And sometimes experienced people have trouble learning new software. You heard about what's 3ds Max? What's 3ds Max? I've heard of Google SketchUp. I heard a lot of people saying that that's really good. Right? That's what I've been hearing anyway. So it looks like it's a ceramic sink. That might be a very bold statement, but to me, it looks ceramic. Now, I find it very interesting that I guess it could come to here because the hole's only got to be here, but you can still have the top part of your surface coming forward more like this, because then you just got to get your hole over here, which is how they work in real life too. You have like it extend over, your hole only comes where the sinks go, you know. So we need a cut here. We need... I feel like I need this way more forward here. Which means I need to do the same on you. Or like this. Yeah, that looks more rectangle. Syncified, if you will. Bikini gif. Blinking gif. You're on my 2K monitor and your text is really small and I've got terrible vision. I should have probably not did the beveling yet, let's be honest. That was kind of a mistake. Bikini gif would be nice too. I know nothing of 3D modeling. Highly this champ of a man can show tips for future problems. What brings you here then if you're not a 3D modeler? Hey! Oh, Wigter? Hold on a minute. Was you who wrote in chat earlier? Oh, nice. Got some other people in chat. Wait. Someone wrote in chat earlier, and it didn't even clock onto me. Are you Wimbra? Because you haven't been here in forever. Maybe you're not, and I'm just like... Because your names are different. You're Wigter here. Now I'm very interested in 3D modeling. To be fair, the 3D modeling stage is probably the funnest. You know what? I'll show you a speed run. A speed run? A time lapse. There we go. I'll show you a speed run of 3D modeling. Speed run. Completed 3 hours. World record. Because, when it comes to 3D modeling, obviously, you can... I got my time ready. I love, No, I don't know who that is. Ah, man. He's not been in for ages, but he did write chat. I'm happy gamer. Right. So he was someone who at least was older. Hey, man, how's it going? I've not seen you in forever. I am actually looking to stream back on Twitch. I wanna take off my affiliation with Twitch so I can stream on both without being told off about it. So that way people who don't want to use YouTube can at least still watch me. You won't be able to subscribe to me or donate. But to be fair, I could always put a PayPal link for people who do want to donate. But yeah, you'll be able to watch me if you prefer Twitch. So that'd be awesome. I think it's gonna be awkward though. I have to message them. No, I know so much. So yeah. So when you're doing 3D modeling, obviously you've got the different types of 3D modelers. So when you're talking about Twitch rule, when you're talking about I don't know, prop modelers, vehicle modelers. So a prop modeler will usually expand these days to all these sections. So a prop modeler will just make everything that goes into an environment. Environment modeler will make things, will kind of make the environment the same with a level designer, but a environment artist would tend to make much smaller, much easier. They're called environmental props usually. So like, oh, we need cups, we need chairs, we need couches, and then a prop modeler will focus more on more detailed stuff, like some of the items I've got here. The most prominent one that probably sticks out to you is the tank. So stuff like this is going to be done by a prop modeler, and it's much more. So this is an entire job making this, whereas when doing the environment like I'm doing now, it's a lot more simple stuff, but it all comes together to make an entire environment. That might be obvious. You might just be like, what? Why explain all this? That was very clearly what was going on here. I understand other assets might take longer and stuff, but it's a completely different field of work. Oh wait, no, we want to merge center. But I just find it very interesting because there's so many different jobs you could do. Well, I say that. I had an interview with a company recently. I won't say who, but an interview with a company recently. And it was more like a recruiter interview. For those who don't know what that means, is basically a recruiter will contact you, like they did with me. They will contact you, and then they'll come up to you. Then they will talk to you, and they'll be like, okay, give me all your details, everything like this. Because they will go off. They'll talk to you about the company as well, because they're a part of the company to help them find people. But they'll basically ask you a bunch of questions to get to know what you can bring to the company more, and then they'll take your information and go to the company and present you as a case of someone to hire. So it's not an interview with the company itself, it's an interview. I mean, do what you love, right? Oh, exactly. And I got a interview for this company, and their requirements were insane. So in most AAA companies and most companies, you will just take a quick sip because I should really drink something. It's been over an hour and I've not taken a sip of water. So, when you go to like a company, you do what I said. See people asking for a person to make things. Yeah. But, like, if you join a company, you might join... Sometimes you might join specifically as a weapon artist. You just make UV map and texture weapons. Most of the time, you may not even have to get them an engine because you've got to then give them to an animator and a rigger to rig them up to make it so you can actually do all the stuff with them. This company that I didn't apply for, they contacted me. Their requirements for an artist, so they wanted you to be a 3D artist. This is when they watch my stream, they're like, well, I can't get a job anyway because I'm not good enough, because I'm about to explain why. The requirements for a 3D artist was that you would be basically an environment artist, a prop artist, a character artist, everything to do with 3D art. And then they want you to be a competent, hey, Funky Pants, they want you to be a competent 2D concept artist. So they want you to basically do every art job the company can provide, except you do it just on your own. When it's supposed to be about 5 different people's jobs in a lot of other companies, you would do all 5 of those jobs on your own. And it was a junior position. I was like, what? You want a junior to do the job of 5 different artists when we're told in university to specialize in one area? Sounds like a pain on your right. Oh, it is. I've made entire environments on my own. In my company at the moment, we've only got 2 artists, so I do all the work there. Well, we've got 3 artists. We've got concept artists, and this person's a very good concept artist, and this person draws up everything that we need to get done. It's brilliant. Before they joined, I kind of had to make up the ideas on the fly and go with it. But yeah, and this company wanted you to do everything, and that is mental, especially for the pay. Well, I don't know what the pay was. They could have come up to me and went, oh, it's 60k. I don't know, but it was a junior position, and a junior position is freaking usually nothing. You get paid. I've seen junior positions in London, to be fair, it's about 5 years ago, but I've seen junior positions in London not much above minimum wage. In London, you know how expensive it costs to live in London? It's crazy. Question: in Blender, the last command is what? Shift I. Yeah. So you've probably said more, but I'm just going to demonstrate. So merge last will do that. So I'm terrible because I type a lot of stuff in. I write very fast. It doesn't take me a lot of time. And then when I want to repeat it, Shift R, Shift R, Shift R. Cool. Now let me read more of what you're saying, Funky Pants. Examples: you do an insert extrude face and you press Shift R and you will do the last command. Yeah. But extrude's already just E on its own. Like, there's a lot... Okay, got it. Like, there's a lot of shortcuts already where you don't need to repeat the last one. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like E, extrude. Control R, insert edge loop. Scroll to get as many as you want. You know, you're not going to push Shift... Well, you could push Shift R to repeat that if you really wanted to. But it seems a bit pointless when you've already got another shortcut in place. So you tend to obviously do your repeat last commands for commands that are harder to get hold of without a shortcut, essentially. I mean, my friend, mostly, it was really funny because he was like, oh, yeah, to do that, just go, just click select. I think I was on UV mode. And he was like, yeah, to do that, click select. And I was like, I went, where select? He was like, Steve. I was like, what? He went, click select in your object mode port. I don't know if he said that, but something like that. And I was like, is that at the top? Oh, here. I went, yeah. And he went, and he was like, said something. And I was like, mate, that was probably the second time I'd ever even touched those menus. I don't use these menus because everything in here, almost everything in here, for me anyway, I do with shortcuts. You want to copy something in a straight line like boxes and you copy it, you have 2 boxes already, then just... Yeah, that's a really good example, actually, because it will repeat the last thing you did, right? I'm pretty sure. Wait, right? So if you... And then Shift R. Yeah, look, it will duplicate that position. The same with rotate, right? So what's can be used? What can be used in a cool way with rotate by repeating a last command is, let's say we move this out here. Then let's say we duplicate and then we want to... Whoops. Nope. So we duplicate and we want to rotate. I think... it won't duplicate it though. There's a way to do that though, right? There's a way to make it duplicate. You can array it anyway. But yeah, it's... Interesting. I don't use it as often as I probably should. I'm just very familiar with a lot of other shortcuts. I know Moderate doesn't like Blender because the way it's presented. I think Blender has one of the best user interfaces out of all the 3D software I've used. I've used 3ds Max, I've used Maya. I've used 3ds Max a lot. I've used Maya, I've used SketchUp, I've used AutoCAD, which is a bit of a different software anyway. I've used... Then you've got like ZBrush and Mudbox, and I can't remember its name. But like the best part about Blender is I think it's got a really, really intuitive user interface, and a lot of people disagree with it. But I think the reason I think that is because you can type everything in, and then you can learn the shortcut instantly. If I wanted to go insert... Oh, is it not called insert edge loop? I already know the shortcut, so edge loop. Oh yeah, wait. Loop cut they're called, sorry. Loop cuts. So look, and I just read it said Control R, so now I just press Control R and I can go crazy. How did I do that? I only cut half it, that's good. Like, I think that's really cool. And then when I want to go into here, I can read through everything and like, oh, and you know, I might not know what they mean, but I can click it and go, oh, well, that seems to... That look like it thickens side. What happens if I turn it up? Oh, there you go. Like, I can learn what they all do, and I think that's really cool. Whereas Maya specifically, it's all button based, and I think because of that, it keeps you on a more... I know some people get really good at the marquee menus. There you go. But with Blender, if you actually learn all the shortcuts, you can be really quick. Like I do speed modeling all the time, or used to. It's really fun when you want to quickly make something. And in Blender, I think it's way more accessible for speed modeling. What would you recommend a beginner for a 3D modeling software? Blender. I would recommend Blender, 1, because it's free. And 2, because it's... Out of every other software, it's probably got the most material online for you to learn from. Probably because it's free. A lot of companies are swapping over to Blender these days too, so it's not like I used to recommend Maya because companies would only use Maya or 3ds Max, and I knew how to use Maya, so of course I'm going to recommend it. When I want to select multiple objects at once, like those boxes you had, my mouse is acting weird and I can't select them at once, and maybe then I try again. Do you know why is that? Is it my mouse? Well, how are you selecting them? Are you pressing B on your keyboard and then select? Because if you press B, because sometimes you've got like you've got go to and select box, and then you can select it that way, right? But if you haven't got that selected and you're only in tweak, you got to press B to do the same command. So B for Bravo. I know letters sound very similar. B, V, E, D. B for Bravo. Press that button and you can click drag, and it's equivalent to being in the select box menu. You've obviously got like your lasso menu. The lasso menu always felt really weird to me in Blender. I'm not a big fan of that one. No, just left click. So have you got select box on? When I want to select more objects at once, like those boxes you had, my mouse is acting weird and I can't select them at once. Is it because you were in edit mode in one of them? Without seeing it, obviously I've got to make assumptions in my head of what it could be. So it sounds like I'm accidentally being like, "Oh, did you try this simple solution?" Sort of the first things coming to mind to see what it could be. Wait, so what do you do, verified scoots? So, no, I didn't want to edge loop it first because it'd be easier to do it this way. I also thought... So I literally just lost about 20 minutes worth of work because I was just messing around. We like having fun here. I work full time, so I don't mind spending my weekends, if I am doing streaming, just messing around. It's on tween, so you want to turn it to select box if you want to select multiple things. And then you can left click and select everything. If that's what you're asking to be able to do. Oh, someone posted in finished pieces. Oh, you got a cat profile picture, Scutsy. The small dog heart. Wait, why did he send me a heart? I'm gonna heart back. I'm just an intermediate programmer. Oh, for a passion group. Trying really hard to keep people motivated, but might need to go solo. Yeah, teamwork is always in a different... Teamwork's always a different mindset entirely. You can have a team of 20 people and do less work than having a team of 3. It's difficult to have that many people not perform, but it's possible because, like you're saying, it's sometimes very difficult to just keep people in general motivated. Whereas smaller groups is much easier to keep people motivated. Some people may disagree with that sentiment, but I feel like it is. So I probably am going to want to subdivide, but we'll do then. So before I do any of that, I need to divide my things out. So we got one that's smaller on the left and a big one on the right, and there's a huge gap at the top and bottom. So we go something like this. We go something like this, which scale them in on their own individual origins. Do something like this, where you get roughly what we're looking for. The problem is the sink is far too square. So I either need to extend it either of these ways, which I can, because the sink will technically only go here, so I can just a tad bring that over, as long as this doesn't exceed over that gap. All right, I don't need to see that. So as long as this only goes to there, because it still needs to be inside the cupboard. So that's probably the max I can go there, so I'll bring that in a tiny bit. Cool. Maybe also squish this in a bit more here and a bit more here. Oh, here you go. I forgot I had that. So I'm not actually fully aligning all of this. The reason for that is because when I look at references, it doesn't quite align with the original floor plan we had. So I'm trying my best to kind of keep to the floor plan, but there's a lot of stuff like the fridge that we're not holding on to the same shapes. The right shapes, the same shapes? You know what I'm saying? As always, design, like certain references and stuff, can sometimes lead you astray. It's always very good to use a little bit of your own initiative to actually put something together. But oh, you've not written anything different. I was about to reread what you wrote, but it's not anything new. You've not come to me with anything new. I guess we're just gonna have to deal with that and call that the sink. So I will be doing something like this, but the problem with that is I need to start causing edge loops to allow me either edge loops, or I need to crease those areas. I think edge loops will work better because I feel like it gives me a bit more control. So we can start like this, that, this. I missed that one, this. Oh, actually, I should do all those at once. There we go. Ooh, that's not having a good time. It's pulling this area here out more. I can resolve that by just fixing it myself. It's a bit odd, but it's fine. So pull that in, pull that down to there. Then pull that down to there. Cool. We need a better bit at the bottom of here, obviously. Look at how horrible that looks. So that's not giving us a very good result. So maybe we should be subdividing it. So how should we do it? I want it to look smooth. Maybe I'll just manually do it then. Maybe no subdivide at all. How far back can I go? Not very. Okay. Fix that then. So off to subdivide, there you go, and we'll just manually make our little sinks like this. Actually, I've done that, but they actually look quite sharp as they go into there. So maybe I shouldn't have done that. So what we'll do is do this. I've always thought maybe I'd be a good programmer. And some people I know who are programmers may completely disagree with that. I know some people who would agree with that. If I put the effort in, I may have been good enough to be a programmer. It's a very hard job. I'm not saying as an artist I would be capable of doing it. But I tend to have a much more logical thinking mind than a lot of people I know who are artists. You know what? We can give them a lot less gap here. Let's make it wider. I always felt that if I did put the effort in, I'd probably be able to accomplish being a programmer. But I've just never found it interesting. And that's quite... At the end of the day, like you said, verified scoots, do what you love. And for some reason, I just never found it very appealing to me. There was something about doing art that always made me think it was just so much cooler. Whoa, you're an artist. Funky Pants, upload finished stuff that you don't want criticism on in the finished pieces section. If you want criticism, even if it's finished, put it in the critique zone. Because people will critique it if they have the chance. People love critiquing things. The truth about life. People love to critique things. This one's supposed to be smaller anyway, right? Yeah, so if I pull that in, we do get it a bit smaller, which is perfect. I think I want to pull... No, those edges look fine, actually. Cool. Obviously, that's not how the center is supposed to look. So I need to get a smooth area in here. But they usually come to a flat bottom anyway, right? They usually go to a bottom that's kind of flat like that, but then they smooth around like that as they come in. That's a terrible way to do it. Is that because there's an end on it? Doesn't like it? Possibly. No, it's just because it's high poly. I mean, equally then, that's probably enough where it gets to that point. We have our sinks. That looks fine, I think. I'm making this way harder than it needs to be. I'll be honest. If I focus 1% mind into it, it's easy as learning a new language. Not really easy, but might even matter. Yeah, the only language I was interested in learning. The problem with me is I have to be interested in it to learn, which is probably the same as a lot of people. I'm not saying that's a unique factor about myself, but it's like when I want to learn sign language. Like, how do you say learning? I'm learning sign language. It's like, I'm learning sign language. I think that might mean sign language because L for language and signing. So it's like I'm learning because you're getting your knowledge from a book. Sign language. And I remember that was I love you. I used to be able to do the whole alphabet. It's like how are you? And then I used to say how are you today, but that just means day, so I don't know if that's technically how you do it. But I learned like a bit of that, and that was just in a week. And it was really fun, and I could actually do full or small conversations with people. But I tried to learn a language, like a verbal language, and I just can't do it. The critique zone, if you want people to actually judge your work. The finished pieces, if you just want to throw in a piece you've done and you don't want people to judge it. And work in progress, if you don't want people to judge it and it's not finished. The critique zone is the only place you put it in if you want someone to judge your work. Okay, so this is interesting, because this looks like something like this. You know who I miss, moderate? Radius Gordello. One absolute mad lad. I know we didn't see eye to eye all the time, but he was so good at technical art. What an absolute legend. He was always the person I'd go to when I need to learn something. So, here's a tidbit for you verified scoots. When you model something, model it the way it's modeled in real life. And in reality, your tap, so some people would do something like this, which they're not technically wrong if they can make it look good, but they made their job harder. What have I done? There you go. They made their job harder. So if I click here and I do this, I can kind of start bringing a tap out, right? Oh my god, turn off clipping. There you go. Right, and I can sort of make a tap and do whatever I want with it. However, in reality, the tap's a separate object, so why not? Now, you may already know this. Why not just make it a separate object? Come into here, delete the bottom, and when it comes to ambient occlusion, it will cause a nice ambient occlusion effect there anyway, where it connects. Now, this is actually very, how do I want to model this? So I can just do this, and then snap it to here and to here. Wait, I did that really backwards for some reason. Just like that? I think that's how I want it. No, we put an edge loop. Oh no, that's not how I want it. If I do that, we just get a square again. I don't think that's what we want. So you just do that. You get a small... Actually, it doesn't look too far off that. We probably want it to look like it's on some sort of swivel point. So we could do something like this. I got this much higher res than I probably should have it. There you go. Something like that, and then smooth that. And then that looks like it can probably swivel in there, right? We want to tap from here and a tap. They said they've only got one tap. Actually, no, I think they have two. You just can't see the other one. I've been trying to learn Cantonese for 6 years. I know like a handful of words. Big sad. I know a couple of Japanese words, like baka. No, I used to help my friend do cue cards, and there was like, you had kita, which means north. You had, well, you got the simple was like arigato, Arigatou gozaimasu. You got Mosh Mosh, which I think that one I probably heard in anime anyway. I tend to watch most of my... a lot of people are going to hate this. I tend to watch most of my anime in dub. So I don't learn really any Japanese words in sub. What other words did we used to do? You had it Ichinichi, which means one day or first day of the month. Yeah. Shishin means photograph. And my mate said the way he remembers that is Shishin. He remembers it as the noise that the camera makes when it takes a picture. And the camera is camera and something like that. And elevator is aerobator. Hello, hello, mosh mosh. Moshi mosh. Ohayo. I need to watch a new series. It doesn't have to be anime, just something new. Wow, that looks interesting. Why am I like completely zoning on just how to do a small curve? There you go, just something like that. Like, was that so hard? Why? How do I usually do a curve? My brain has gone completely empty. It's what happens when you do 3D all day. Oh, I usually do this and then merge these. Merge these. Then I use this to be our like extra to give a nice curve. Now I don't want anything looking super clean because it is supposed to be stylized. So I want some imperfections anyway. But that's how I usually do it. So the only difference I think I need to convert this to tries, right? I don't know, I've got this weird pinch effect here though. Maybe that wasn't the way to go. I don't know. This feels odd for some reason. K. Press K for knife. I think I just do this, right? And then we do wedge tool. Yeah. I haven't used Maya in so long. I got so into Blender that I've barely even touched Maya. To be fair, I don't have access to a copy of it anymore. So, well, I don't have access to a paid copy anymore if I want to use it again. So again, in reality, your endpoint of your tap, at least the way that they've got theirs, will likely be a separate mesh entirely. Because if you were to unscrew it, it'd probably come off. So we're just going to make it into, as I just said, a separate mesh. The more you can make things into separate meshes, the better. Wait, what am I doing? This one again. That's not very good anyway. I don't like that. I think it just needs to make it a bit smaller. Let's delete the interior faces. No, wait, let's just delete in general. So I just want... Yeah, I already made it a bit too big. It's like a little cap. There you go. Then it comes in, and then it goes up. Cool. Just something to make it look like it's got its own little endpoint. We're not winning any awards for super realism here. We're just getting it looking like it works. Cool. And we've got a tap. Now, something I would like to do is actually rotate it so it's not central. I knew it was going to do that. Wait. Hold on a minute. Is this like not shaped as a circle? Did I accidentally scale it one direction? Oh no. I wanted it circular. Ooh, I did not realize that. Well, it's not circular, that's fine. So I want to rotate it around. Let's just rotate it and place it. Let's do 3D cursor. Place it. Actually, let's just go. Media point. That's filament. How do I do it around the origin point? Let's do cursor to origin. Nope. Cursor to origin. Is it not called origin? Cursor to active. God's sake, I just want to rotate around there. What is that? My student license ran out like last year. Unfortunately, my girlfriend's supposed to start at uni last year. Nice. Perfect. I can't remember. I'm too tired. How long have I been streaming? Only an hour and a half. Only an hour and a half. How do I rotate around active? That's not active, is it? That's... I thought that was origin. Wait, now if I do it. Cursor to active. That's the one. Then we come into here. Then we rotate around. 3D cursor. There we go. But it's not... Oh, right. That's why it needs to be cylindrical or circle. Because it won't fit when I do that. Perfect. Okay, so let's squish it. And make it more cylindrical that way. Or circle, once again. Do something like that. There you go. Let's put like... I won't put those on it yet. I'll put some plugs in the wall. So you got one by the sink here. We got one over here. We must have one by the microwave. Let's get around origin point. Oh, I should have had these unwrapped before copying them. Haha, they're not unwrapped. Okay. So, before you start copying loads of something around, you should probably unwrap them first. Oh, I thought I could unwrap them then. That would have been cool. Wait, hold on a minute. What has happened to you? You got no faces here. Oh my god. Well, I'm just going to ignore that for now. And we're going to make something else. Okay, so we got a pot that sits here, which I could just do something like this, scale that down. It's quite a hefty pot. I was smooth because I like working with cubes for some reason. Don't ask me why. I won't tell you why. Make it a bit wider. Bring this up. Do something like this. Bring this in. Bring this down. And we've got a pot. I want to make this a bit more rounded at the bottom, so we'll pull this up. There you go. Got a pot. Scale it down. Scale it down a tad. Make these parts come out a little bit less. Cool. Set this a little bit sharp at the top. A bit more, pull you up here. And maybe not pull you up more, maybe just like that. Cool. That's a little pot that goes over here. We have a blender. It's going to take some time to make. We've got some hooks on the wall. Speaking of uni, did you see there's a job opening to be CGMA lecturer for Derby? Is there actually? I could actually apply there now. They wouldn't let me apply originally. Because they wanted a ton of random I remember when I was there, usually before me, there was a guy called Matt Cyril. I always forget what his name actually was. I think it was something like that. And he basically did such a bad job. I don't think he did that bad of a job personally, but according to what I know, he did such a bad job that the uni stopped letting past students, at least past students without a PGCE, a postgraduate certificate in education, apply to work there, And that was really sad because I would have loved to work there as a teacher, but I wasn't allowed because I wasn't even allowed to try because they cut off the opportunity to apply as a postgraduate unless you had a PGCE, which is tragic because that sounds like it could be. How did I make this mistake? If you've got something wrong with your mesh, guys, always admit your mistake. I don't know how I've done it. This side's fine, but I've clearly somehow broken something with this plug on the wall. Okay, now we look fixed. Cool. Sweet. Okay. So we've got some hooks on the wall here. Wait. Okay, cool. I was just reading to make sure. That's why I use Maya. You can always blame Maya. Yeah, that is very true. It's always Maya's fault. Honestly, Maya is such a garbage piece of software. I know so many people who'd probably hate me for saying that. But, oh, dude, I just can't. Maya is just something else when it comes... Like, the fact that it just breaks so often for what feels like seemingly no reason. I just used to get fatal errors all the time. And it would always be times where you'd be just, like, really small. Like, not anything like... not something, like, intense. Like, you do, like, a really intense thing. Sometimes it breaks, and you're like, okay, that's understandable. But sometimes it'll just straight up be like, oh, you press Control Z, crash. Oh, you try to move the object, crash. Oh, you click unwrap, crash. And I'm like, and it'd be like a cube. I'd be like, why? Oh my god, I'm getting so many messages. But I'm being added everywhere. I'm just catching up on everything. Oh, okay. So we got some arc viz. I love arc viz. So Funky, I've seen your stuff before, right? So this, I'm gonna take a guess. Assets from somewhere. If I'm wrong, good, because that means you've done a really good job. So wait. So have you made all these assets, Funky? Because if you have, it's brilliant. Because this is, I know with some smart materials or whatever in Blender and stuff, you can make this stuff look pretty good anyway. But these creases stuff look very nice. I very much doubt you made the wood texture in the flooring. I had to constantly crash when I opened the save as window. Nice. Flip it so the white triangles. Yeah, okay, we'll try that. Let's see. Thanks. Oh yeah, that's better. I like that more. Oh wait, is this UE5? The select? No, that's Blender. That's orange select. That's Blender. Yeah, very detailed, right? Oh, that's Blender. What am I talking about? You've got an orange dot and a freaking 3D cursor. You can tell I'm tired. Everything except the table. Ah, okay. Yeah, I don't know how I didn't know it was Blender instantly. Yeah, it's really nice. I like ArtVic stuff in Blender because it just, you can get it looking really clean. Question, go for it. You give me that question. Okay, so this is 100% the incorrect shape. So I want to do, I'm doing a wall hook with 3 prongs. Can you please? Select the area I want you to select. There you go. This goes like this, and it comes in tight here. It goes in tight here, and then this comes out like this. Cool. This comes in more, this comes out more, and we could probably get something like this, be a bit more accurate in our design. That looks good. It's got holes in it in this one. I'm not going to put holes in it for the Simpsons one because I don't see any point in doing so. Now we've got the 3 prongs that stick out. The best way to probably do this is do 1 subdivide. Click apply, maybe. Prongs seem to come out from like the bottom. So I could just do this and do the same here. I try to make the prongs come out. Might be the better solution. Instead want to opt in for applying a subdivide and working with what we got here, subdividing it one more time. And getting a better job. Oh, well, I probably don't need that one. Getting a better job. Let's do a mirror in the middle. Mirror. We're bringing this out. No, I do want to. There you go. So I do want to do that. Which way am I? Right. Okay. That is not coming out very well. It's probably because I need to reset the scale. I want to make that flat. Yeah, I want to make that flat. It needs to come actually thinner as it comes out as well. Do that. So make it flat. Okay, make it wider. Make it smooth. Bring it up. This, yeah, very good. And that comes up to here. Should have done that. Should have kept that selected. There you go. Wow, look at where it came out to. Very good. Cool. Problem here is we get this. It won't let me scale the right way. So instead, if I come to the side, I'll do. So if you press Control right click, it will move along and try its best to keep it a good shape for you. Let me bring this up to here, and then if I do soft select, we can bring this out a little bit with a smooth. Nope, with a smooth. There you go. Like that. It's just probably right. Swap this over. Gives us both those angles. Cool. That looks really good. Now I just want to select the tips of this. Then I want to scale this because it gets fatter at the top. There we go. We got our bottom hooks. Looks pretty good to what I'm actually going for. I think what I should have done was for now not have these edge loops in. Same with this one. There you go. Give us a much smoother look. Perfect. Exactly what I want. Annoyingly, the shape changes a bit here, but that's fine. So I'll just pull this up to. Oops. Pull this up to just sit away from those. And then I'm going to read chat because I've probably missed something. Looking pretty good. I want to make this part down here a little bit thicker. This part over here a little bit thicker. Nice. No, we want to make you even more thicker. In fact, we don't just want to make you thicker. We want to make you a solid point like this. We want to scale you a bit more. There you go. Now we're looking good. Now we've got one at the top. This one's a little bit more awkward, but I should still be able to get it right. So this one sort of spawns from. It comes from about here. Cool. So it's going to give me faces here that I don't want because I want it to connect. I don't like where this is. This should definitely be doing something like this instead, right? And this should be down here, and then we should have like an extra bit here. Let's re-chat. Sorry. Oh my god, where's my chat gone? There you go. How can I make it less bright so I can see the HDRI? I have no idea. I never render in Blender. I'm only a real-time renderer, so I can't actually help you with that. The bright is too high, but otherwise, if I don't add that much brightness, then I can have quite a lot of post-processing. Might have to do post-processing. Again, I don't really know because I don't use Blender's process. I don't use Blender's rendering, unfortunately. Oh, what the? Oh, delete edge. There you go. That's better geometry. Now, I could do something like this to help pinch down what we've got going on here. Like that. And then this turns into our hook. I don't know why that means hook. It feels like I'm orchestrating something. That's not my reference. That's my reference. I mean, it kind of more does this. Comes from a bottom bit like that. And this part comes up more like this. More like this, like that. Right? And then up here. So that's looking pretty good. And then up here, it seems to come up like... Ooh, like this. Cool. And this actually looks more like it does merge last. That maybe? No, we put an edge loop here. We pull this part in. That. Yeah. That's way close to what we're looking for. I don't know why I put so much detail into a prong, I'll be honest. But now that I'm doing it, I'm not looking right. Did you find some ears for my headphones? Megapixel. I almost said mega cool, man, I'll be honest. And then it comes something like, ooh, nice. So why this is happening is because it's going to be making edges inside there that we don't want. I don't know why it's doing that, though. Is that because the mirror needs to be before? Yeah, probably. And it probably also because I need to be clipping. But when you clip, it means you can do this. We don't really need to do that. Now, this is going to be a kitchen wall thing, so I probably don't actually want it as high as I've made it. So we probably need to rectify that a little bit. So I don't need to do that. Okay. Yeah, I probably should get rid of these at the top because it's only going to be for like in the kitchen, so it's probably not needing to be as big as I'm making it. So probably just something like that. Probably bring you down a little bit. Make this more straight. Maybe put that like a hook. We delete this actually. Put another one in and then pull it. Make it equal. Don't like how this looks here. I want to pull this in like this more. Yeah, that's probably better. We've got one of these wall hooky things. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, it's because I got something overlapping here, right? Merge that probably. We want to merge that so it comes into that. It looks pretty good. Yeah, if we look at what that looks like, that's pretty accurate. We haven't got the holes on it, but we now have a wall hook looking thing. Don't know what it's supposed to look like in The Simpsons, but I think it's supposed to be more... Hold on a minute. I think it's supposed to be more rounded. can't really get close enough detailing to actually make it look thingy. Without knowing the width of your headband, I can't say. Well, it's the Corsair Virtuoso. I don't know if that helps. Direct accompanying, is this your normal work mix, or are you like me and listen to rockin'? I don't listen to music very often. I'm more of a rock. I listen to any kind of music actually, like 60s, 70s at times. At other times, I listen to power metal. Lo-fi is what I use for streams because one, it's copyright free, and it's chill. But I listen to all sorts of things like Beast in Black, Through the Fire and Flames. I'm terrible at naming bands. More metal bands. Usually power metal is my preference. Oh, Power Man 5000. Lofi DB 3 though, yeah. Makes it much more appealing for streaming when I can't get told off for streaming it. Do this. We'll do something like this, and then we do something like not that. Something like that. We've got these like wall hook things. Two of those. I'll make them probably brass or something. Actually, I'll probably try to keep the color roughly the same. Any small things I can make. I want to end stream very soon, because you guys are posting more stuff. Okay, let's make sure I'm not missing anything. I really like how the oven turned out. It actually looks different in here. Look, that's only got 3 knobs, but when I was originally making, I can't remember which one I used, it had 4. Oh yeah, look, in this guy's 3D, it's only got 3. Oh no, I'm a sham. I swear it did. It did have 4. Please believe me. I can't remember what image I used, but it definitely did. Actually, we'll do 2 things over here. We've got a little thing here that goes onto the wall and then extrudes across. It's this, probably a bit too long, but that's fine. Goes back here. The bevel, now watch this, the bevel's going to be garbage. What? Why is the bevel doing more of a bevel here than it is here? It's because we need to click Control A and then scale. And now it'll be equally doing it everywhere. The reason it does that is because I scaled it originally in this mode, in object mode. Object mode will keep all the information you do to it. So mostly scaling, you're going to come across the issues as like a, I guess, universal change of the actual object change. I don't really know how to explain it, because if we go into the object mode, you can see, look, it's now scaled differently. But if I click Control A and scale, it's fine. Also, if I scale it in edit mode, you won't get any of those changing. Jesus Christ. So it'll be fine as well. And that's an issue I'm seeing a lot of people having, and it can be very frustrating to deal with. Cool. Cursor to active. I do that so I can get another one spawn in, and then we just want some hooks on it, right? Again, I always use cubes. Don't ask me why. I just, for some reason, really like using cubes. I'm prevail. Wait, what was us? Music, without knowing the width of your headband, I can't say sorry. Choo-choo, Lofi DB like that. I'm prevail, 3 Days Grace, Falling in Reverse. Oh, right. These are band names. Falling in Reverse. Wait, was it Falling in Reverse what I liked or the one I disliked? I don't like, as mean as it sounds, I'm not actually trying to judge anyone, but the way I usually describe it is like teenage, like metal, like all this like really, I guess really overly emotional ones, just not into it. Like I want to hear, when someone's shredding it on the guitar, I want to hear them screaming about dragons and stuff, not about how depressed they are and they can't pick up a girl. It just doesn't, like certain songs, sure. But it mostly doesn't appeal to me in a metal way when people do that. 3 Days Grace, Falling in Reverse, Blackfield Brides. I do like one of their songs at the very least. Avenged Sevenfold, Nothing More Fan. I love my music, gives me more. Right. See, I just don't have an artistic mind. I've said this a lot to people. My mind isn't artistic, and I think that's why I'm not that into music. I'll listen to almost anything, but I won't usually be able to tell you who sings it. Well, I'm a bit better these days, but it's not because I'm passionate about the song or the music. It's just because it's just knowledge about the song. No Offense is very different and love all music. I mean, I love pretty much all music anyway. I don't know. I just don't. I've never. It's like screamo. Don't get me wrong. You've got like Powerbomb 5, Powerman 5000, Bombshell, and it's kind of like screamo because like get up, drop the bombshell. Like he's really kind of voice or like. I like that to an extent, but most of the time I'm just sort of like, it's just screaming in my ear. It makes me sound like an old man. But then you'll get me listening to like, well, the most common one from Dragon Force, Through the Fire and Flame. Sorry. I like what's the band called? Sabaton. Is that you say it as well? So I like Metal Machine and stuff like that. Suck my Metal Machine. Oh yeah, they got so many good songs. God, how did I do that? Let's save it because I almost just closed it without saving. And powerful. Also my loved one. Sabaton's great, man. I don't know. I'm a bit all over the place with my music tastes. I said this to someone the other day when I was at work because he was like, oh, what music have you listened to recently? And I was like, oh, you know, Beast in Black, Powerman 5000, Sabaton. I was going through a couple of them. Because at that time, I was, you know, well, that day anyway, I was listening to kind of some metal songs or some rock songs or... I know people get really finicky about this. Like, no, it's actually garage rock or it's actually house metal. I don't know. There was like drums and guitars and stuff. Yeah. But let's do something like that. There you go. That looks good. Yeah, that's pretty good actually. But I'll listen to. He was talking to me. Yeah, people really like the specific names. I mean, if they can learn the names and they can get into them and they can, like, if they're talking to their friends and it's like, oh, you like garage metal ska music? Oh, that's my favorite triple genre. Great. You can identify stuff very, like, much easier to each other. Me, however, mate, just tell me it's got, like, guitars and stuff in it, and it's... or loads of different ones. I like Ed Sheeran, for example. Or Passenger. Like, I like all sorts of music. But before, if you're going, oh, Steve, I want to show you this song, it's like, it's a pop song or something. I'm like, oh, okay. And I will keep my expectations on more pop. You know what I mean? Everyone here is just getting mad at me, like, what? He doesn't like this or that, or... Guys, I like all music. Well, except screamo and maybe mumble rap as well. Not a big fan of mumble rap. We actually only have 3 we need to put on it. So instead of doing this, we're going to array it so it's perfectly spaced. Now, I technically could do what we actually did earlier when I move it and I push Control R. Oh no, I can't because it's just going to move it again. So we're going to array it instead. If I array it, not in that direction, I'm going to go 7. That. There you go. Oh, you get that centered. Boom. With these hooks on the wall over here. Do you like Mongolian throat singing? Actually, yes. Mongolian throat singing is so impressive. It's crazy, right? I'm not the only one who thinks this. Like, I don't know if he said that as a joke, but it's actually insane. Have you guys seen Mongolian throat singing? Or just throat singing in general? Mongolian throat singing. Watch this, man. I love throat singing. It's so cool. Even though I don't like screamo, but it's because it's like a different thing, right? I think it's because it's followed with different sort of instruments as well. Oh, actually, I probably am not allowed to play this. Let's just get to the part where it does it. Feels like I'm playing a video game and I'm about to do something like I'm about to go on a journey. I don't know how they do that. I've tried to do it before. I don't know how close I've got, but I've tried. I have unfortunately, I don't have a very good throat at the. Sounds like a very weird sentence. I have a poor throat at the moment due to some issues I'm trying to get resolved. But I could tend to do a lot of different sounds. That's better. I forgot to do this smooth there. That looks so much nicer. The throat singing is awesome. W music are really good at what they do. I never joke about Mongolian throat singing. Good. Throat singing DB rocking. I don't know if I can play it. I mean, if I've got a copyright free one, I will definitely play some throat singing. Royalty free throat singing. Mongolian, I'm sorry. Mongolian throat singing. Royalty free. Well, this video came up. Wait, the video I just played came up. Is it royalty free? I don't see anything saying it's royalty free. Well, this one that says royalty free in the title. Deep end, Mongolian, yeah, throat singing, blah, 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 drums. Oh, perfect mountain music. Ah, that's a good way to put it. Mountain music. He was on a mountain in the video. Please click the link for licensing information. I just want to play some friend music. Don't play it. I thought it was going to play it about me clicking then. Use... Oh, it's $49 for the song. Jesus. Okay, well, I can't use that one. Some royalty-free music. No copyright 1 hour music. I'm invested now. All songs are royalty free, so you can freely use this compilation for your private or professional use. Let's go. This is probably going to be awful, isn't it? I'm digging it so far. Make it a bit quiet. Oh my god. It definitely feels like I'm about to be attacked by something in the video game. Like I've just entered like a boss room and he's not actually come out yet and I'm sort of exploring the room. It better not be lying about no correct. Yeah, right. That's happened so many times I play music in my videos. I don't get like striked on my channel, but my video will be like, oh, blocked in certain countries. I'm like, oh man. I've lost my train of thought. What was this? Oh, alright, let's close that. I was not doing the microwave. Was I doing the microwave? Would this microwave go in the microwave? I do sometimes want to sit here and just play YouTube videos, but I know I need to be productive. There's some absolute bangers from back in the day I'd love to show you guys for those of you who haven't watched it. Like the video, the comment I just referenced. Would this microwave go in the microwave? Hilarious video. I guess it probably sticks to the back of the wall and you just reach back there. There's like a toilet roll. There's like a kitchen roll here. Sorry, I don't often use kitchen roll. I just use towels. I think when I move out again, I'll get really into using kitchen rolls. I almost said toilet rolls again. Well, actually, oh well. I'm digging the music though. Like no cap, I think the stuff's like really impressive. We do this long enough, right? Right. Bear with me. You're like, what? That's not what it should look like. And then I grab this and this. I think I might even need it longer. And then we bevel. No, that's good. We grab that. It'll make an angle, but that's fine. And we'll bevel. We get a shape like this. And then we pull it down till it fits. Perfect. I think I want it to be a little bit stretched. Cool. And we grab the top. And then we need a... We will go for a cylinder for once in my life. We'll actually use a cylinder. We'll only make it 12-sided. It's going to be very thin. Ow, my ankle. Ooh. I think I've got arthritis in my ankle. Like, so when I put pressure... This is going to be a random thing, but when I put pressure on a part of my ankle... my right ankle's fine, but my left ankle, when I put pressure on a bit of it... And it hurts when certain pressure goes onto it, though. Like, if I'm standing on it, it's fine. Where's the spot? Let's drink some more water. It's been 2 hours now. So, I think... the reason I feel like it's more arthritis-based, because I'm pretty sure it hurts... Certain things hurt more, like arthritis-related stuff hurts more in the cold. And... There's a certain spot here where if I press on it in a certain way... Oh, there it is. Yeah, that. Yeah, a load of pain starts shooting through it, right? I seem like a madman. The pain's not too bad. It's a kind of pain that doesn't... Well, it doesn't bother me anyway. But when I put something cold on it, it also activated it. Like the pain. And I was like, oh, maybe it's like an arthritis-based thing. Maybe it's not. I'm just like self-diagnosing myself now. But, so that was interesting. I find a lot of weird stuff interesting, so I'm sorry about that. I find my own pain interesting. You heard it here first. Perfect. One thing that used to bother one of my friends is I say thank you, and I put a P at the end. And I remember him distinctly getting furious with me because I was going thank you. And it's like, you're not saying it right. I was like, huh, what? He was like, you put your P at the end of thank you. I was like, yeah. He said, that's not how he says thank you. I was like, yeah, I know. It's like, but it's wrong. I was like, I mean, I just, you know, makes the word sound a bit nicer. Yeah, thank you. I used to all the time when I worked in retail. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But I remember specifically this one friend just like, please, please no more. You're not saying it right. Hey man, anything to get through the day in retail, even if it's saying thank you in a very weird way. This may have been a little too big, so it's not necessarily too big. I think it's just too wide. So I want to put it into back here. We're getting there. We're getting there. I've read my Render with a different lighting. Can you check it on my render? Look, everyone else seems to be better commenting on it than me. Wait, did you put it in yet? 1046. The first one. You can see outside a bit clearer, right? I like. But you changed the carpet too. I like the second one's carpet, but the first one's lighting. I can show it. Because this one you can actually see something out here, which it doesn't draw your attention there, but it gives you something interesting to look at. Oh, I don't know actually. The way the light bleeds here looks really nice. I think at this point it's just like a personal preference. It's the same carpet, but I just turn it around. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I see. This is like back here. I actually think I like the second more. Because if you look, the second's softer. You can tell on this shadow here. But let me Photoshop it. And I think scenes like this always look better with softer lighting over sharper. But again, that's personal preference. I mean, moderate says first there. Wait, did I wait, hold on a minute. Yes, second, yeah. Just making sure. I want to put them into Photoshop and I want to overlay them. Yeah, see, that's easy to tell a difference. So we got... Yeah, this one's lighting's way better, in my opinion. Look at the softness. So this one's like hard. You've got like this no bouncing of light over here. It's just all very sort of like dark and a bit gloomier. You've got like a bit of a sheen here, which comes from obviously the light. But I personally think so. You got more of a sheen here. Oh, that part doesn't change too much actually. God. The wall is the biggest one, right? You got like the shadowing and everything here, and then when you change between two, that shadow here gets a lot softer. What about over here? Yeah, I think the softer one, in my opinion, looks better. I don't know if it's because of the way it's reflecting off the carpet, like the lighting, but I like the softer look. Because you've got like this part here, it comes out into a more softer foreground. And here it's a lot sharper. Same with the roof. Look at that here. I prefer the first. I wish I could see outside, but I don't know if you can... I don't know if you've made it so you can't. Like, doing this has made it so you can't. But I prefer the way the light's bouncing on this one more. But I do like the ability to be able to see outside. It's the same capture, but just turn it... Oh, sorry, yeah. Same carpet, sorry. I already read that a second ago. That's my 2 cents on it. I'm not going to make these yet. Do I want to make the microwave? It's very simple. No, I think I'm going to call it a day. Okay, thanks. Sorry, sometimes my decisions or my opinions are very indecisive. I know that can be annoying to hear. Like I know sometimes people just want to hear me go, "Oh, this is exactly the better looking one," but sometimes it is harder. I don't know if you all find it frustrating, but sometimes I do find it harder to have a better decision on what I think looks better. I want it to be tiring there. I want it to be like realistically, like not realistic on how tight this gap is. Like I know some kitchens it will perfectly fit, but it's like in my kitchen there's like a gap each end like this. I kind of want it to be really tight, like it's a perfect fit or almost perfect. I have to learn how to light properly in Blender. Hey, I didn't even know how to light in Blender, so I mean I kind of know how to light in a. What am I saying? Right, I am going to end the stream though. 2 hours today, I think that's pretty good. We do streams on Sundays now. We'll have a look at the progress. Let's have a quick fly around. Well, why is it so much brighter in this one? Oh, no. I'm not mad, right? This one's way darker. Versus... What? Is it just settings in here? Oh, shadow, right. Okay, so that should look the same as that now. So it's got more ambient occlusion, whatever. Thanks for the feedback. It's cool, man. It's cool, man. Yeah, so today, what do? We got the rest of the cupboards in. Very, very good. We kind of removed these cupboards so they're not actually a thing anymore, but that's fine because everything else still has interiors. I might put actually shelves in them. You know what would be really cool if I actually make this thing you can walk around as like cartoon Homer, and you can just open up the shelves and see like Easter eggs. That'd be awesome. So we got this in, which is brilliant. I don't know if I want to do like a thing here, give it more of a smoother look, or like that. There you go. But sadly they caused an effect here, so I'd rather keep that sharp to make that part nicer. Okay. We moved around the window and stuff. I probably should export that at some point so I remember, because all the walls would have changed by now because I've been moving them. In fact, I kind of want to make that a little bit cleaner over here, like that. I had them in exterior at some point. That's going to be very difficult because I don't know if you're supposed to start interior or exterior first when you do these kind of things, but I'm going to build all the interior and then I'm going to build walls around the exteriors. Thanks for an interesting 2-hour stream. No problem, man. You can join again on Sunday if you're around. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. I know you said you're a programmer, but I don't find programmers are as intrigued as artists on as artists. Yeah, that is right. Programmers are as intrigued as artists on these kind of things, even though it's obviously not what they do. Yeah, slowly but surely we'll get everything in here. I say one more solid stream and we'll get all the items finished on the side and we can start texturing and putting them in. At the moment in engine we're not texturing anything, we just have this in, so very bare bones at the moment, but we'll get them all in and we'll actually start texturing up, which should be really fun. So yeah, I hope to catch you guys on Sunday and I will stream again on next Friday. I don't stream during the week, so I work. If you would like to talk to me out of stream, you can join the Discord and I'll catch you guys then. Bye.